Have you seen this weed lately? I have seen this weed all summer long, and it seems like I've seen more of it this year than ever before. But this weed is called Spurge. Now there are a couple of different types of Spurge, spotted Spurge and prostate Spurge, and a few different kinds, but it's all Spurge. And it spreads very quickly. So if this were just left here, it would just continue to grow on these rocks here. And you'll see this anywhere. You'll see this out in the middle of your yard, but you'll also see it here in just rocky, dry conditions. You'll even see it start to creep up on curbs and the cracks of your driveways. I mean, this weed will grow everywhere. But I wanted to give you some facts about this weed. First of all, really the quickest way to get rid of this weed is to just manually pull it. But you want to make sure you wear gloves, because this weed here, I'll tell you why. It produces this milky white substance right here, and you see it's already on my gloves like that. It's not poisonous or anything, but if you have sensitive skin, you know, you don't want this on your skin. It could irritate you easily. So just wear gloves if you decide to pull this weed here. But if you do pull it, don't pull it like I am right there. What you want to try to do is to just gather it up into one big clump. So look right here, this is all growing from one clump, and try to get it down as close to the base as you can and pull it up that way. So it just grows from one stem. So you can gather up quite a bit of it. And again, you want to wear gloves for this. Let's see if I can find where it's all coming from. In this particular case here, there's a few of the bases here. But you want to just try to get it as close to the ground as you can, or just grab a clump of it. So there you go, fairly easy to kill. Look at this right here, it's just growing right along the curb here. Pull it up like that. And just look how easy all that pulls up right there. But if you decide to go the chemical route, this is considered a broadleaf weed. Any broadleaf weed herbicide will knock this out. Anything with 2,4-D in it. Speed Zone Southern is a good product that we use here on warm season turf grasses. That'll knock that out. Another product is called Vessel. And look, this is a different type of Spurge here. You see how small the leaves are in this Spurge that I just pulled? We'll compare it to the bigger leaves on this. Now I don't know which one is spotted Spurge or prostate Spurge, but they're both Spurge. They're just two different kinds here. So that's a good comparison of the two different kinds here. Again, all the same weed, just a different variation of it. But yes, yeah, you can spray this with any sort of 2,4-D herbicide, and that'll knock this weed out. But I used to think Spurge only would grow in dry conditions, but we've had some decent rainfall this year, and I've seen this growing in wet and dry conditions. So look, here's some right at the edge of a downspout, where you would normally see weeds that only grow in really wet conditions, and the soil is wet here, but here we have Spurge. So this will grow in dry or wet conditions. Now here we have some Spurge just right along the edge of the lawn where it meets up with the curb. And a lot of people would just come in with their weed eater or string trimmer and just hack this down as they're mowing the lawn. I would suggest not doing that. Since this is just one clump here especially, I would just hand pull this, because if you come in with a string trimmer or a weed eater and you cut this down, you're going to end up releasing a lot of seeds back into the yard. So let me see if I can get a good zoom here, a good focus. All of these small little balls that you see here on this weed, these are the seeds. And if you cut this, you will essentially just be releasing more seeds into your yard, which will allow this weed to spread. So if you just have a few clumps like this one, I would hand pull this. I would stay away from using a string trimmer or a weed eater on this, so that you do not spread more spurge into your yard. Now, if you have this much spurge, I would suggest going the spray route. Here are a few products that I've had experience with that work well on spurge. There are a number of products out there. Really, any broadleaf weed herbicide will work, but these products I've used work well. I have experience with these. So if it's just too many weeds to hand pull and it seems a bit overwhelming, then go the product spray route here.